I definitely always had OCD since I can remember. It started impacting every single part of my life. There's nothing that it eventually didn't touch. I pretty much just confined myself to my bedroom and bathroom. I couldn't exit those rooms. I felt contaminated. I was scared to touch my family, to be around my family, my dog. Everything felt contaminated to me. Contamination is really, at that point, was the strongest obsession. Even my amazing psychologist at the time said, I don't know what we're going to do next. We're running out of options and it's not getting better, and you're doing what you should be doing. It's just not working. We started searching online and found out about Dr. Goodman and Dr. Sheth and what they were doing at Baylor. And Dr. Goodman and Dr. Sheth and their team responded very quickly and talked to me about the different opportunities that they had going on to treat OCD. And we were finally felt like a glimmer of hope in that moment. We talked through the options. We felt like DBS was the best, deep brain stimulation was the best avenue for treating my OCD. And I had my deep brain stimulation surgery in 2020, so it's been about 2.5 years since. It was by far the best decision I've made in my entire life. I truly don't know where I would be without it. It didn't magically make OCD disappear that day, but it made it doable. So my first programming was in Dr. Goodman's office at Baylor. My mom and I both started crying, so I was like, I feel it. I can feel this. Like, one side I felt a little bit of joy, and the other side I physically felt like my body stopped shaking. And I don't think I even realized that my body was in a constant state of shaking. And when Dr. Goodman adjusted one side of the deep brain stimulation, I could feel myself stop shaking, which was just the most beautiful, encouraging moment in my healing. One of the big times early on that we definitely knew the deep brain stimulation was working was one of my follow-up appointments at Dr. Goodman's office. And there's a series of questions they ask every time in their assessments. And one of them is, one of the questions is, do you ever go to sleep at night and wish you wouldn't wake up? And that was a definite yes on those questions for me every time I was at Baylor. And about a month after the deep brain stimulation was turned on, we walked in and we were answering those questions, and I said, no, that's not how I feel. And that's the first time I hadn't felt that way in years. It was an amazing moment for us to realize this is working. This is making a huge impact in my mental health, in my life. There's small things too. Being able to hold my husband's hand, being able to share a bed with my husband, being able to go over to my parents' house. So being able to just hang out with my family, my friends, being able to travel, that was a really big one. Dr. Goodman and his team at Baylor truly saved my life. So when you are considering making a gift to Baylor, you are saving lives. You're putting families back together. You're saving people's lives. So I don't think there is a better place to contribute or a better place to give than Baylor.